Howdy, y'all. I am your professor, Dr. Kimberly Green, and I officially welcome you to EDUU 607 Seminar in Comparative Education, Spring 1, 2016. Just a little bit about me, and then we will get right into expectations, and then let's get this show on the road. So, this is my 10th year as full-time faculty with Bremen University. I did take 2 years from teaching to create and launch Brandman Center for Instructional Innovation. I'm a raging geek and proud of it. I'm originally from Iowa, been here in California now for about 20 years. I have an 18-year-old and an 8-year-old. So I've been in education, parent, teacher, classroom teacher, university professor, consultant for a very long time. I am a very straight shooter. That comes with being from Iowa. We just tell it like it is. So please don't ever feel like you have to translate my feedback. It should be something that you can go, okay, face value, that's what it is. I'm very communicative. You'll get a lot of videos from me as well as messages. That's why you have to read the announcements. You do have to check your emails. Stay on top of those. I love this course. I'm the course custodian. I just rebuilt it in fall 1, taught it in fall 2, taught 2 versions of it, 2 courses in fall 2, and I'm thrilled to be teaching it again here in spring 1. It's front-loaded. The course is heavily front-loaded. The first 4 weeks you have a lot. But I need you to approach it not as, oh, I got to get through all this stuff, but that you need to be present in the reading, the videos, the reflection time, because comp ed is a different field. It's so much about gaining understanding of what is possible by examining what is happening. But we have to come at this from a non-judgmental perspective, which is very difficult, because as adults, what do we usually have to do? We have to make assessments. We have to make judgments. We've got a million things going on. We're busy. What's the best thing to do? What's the top? What's the best? What's the number one? You have to pull away from that in comp ed. It's not about judging. It's not about ranking. It's about examining what is happening related to education in different cultures, societies, environments, so that we better understand what is possible. What more could I do, or what should I try to avoid doing? Learning from what our peers around the world are doing, are fighting with, are experiencing. It's a very human-oriented field, okay? And we'll get more into that in the class, but you have to be present in this course. It's not read, write the paper, get out. Now this course, the demonstration of mastery, is a big paper, and it is chunked out as we go through the term so that you're able to authentically experience doing comparative education research and analysis. It's not practice this, now do it on a test. You will be experiencing the work of doing comparative ed as we move through each week. Everything we do in this course is meaningful. I promise you. There is no filler. Yes, you're going to be busy. There's a lot of work, but it's all meaningful. It's all purposeful toward your empowerment. And when I initially say that to people, I know a lot of times you're like, all right, she's got a lot. But once you get into it, I need you to have faith in the process. This is a very process-oriented field of study of work. You can't just treat it like a recipe or a cookie cutter. And you have to be personally invested in what you're doing. Again, that'll mean more once you start looking at the course. But I am authentic and genuine with this. I will support you in every way I possibly can, but you are a partner in this. This is not a data dump kind of class. Not at all. This is really about examination and reflection, and then trying to synthesize and juxtapose. Oh, they're doing this, but in this country they're doing that. Oh, but it actually is trying to deal with the same thing, okay? So yes, you must set aside time for genuine reflection in your work. Now, with that said, let's get into specific expectations. What should you expect from me? Well, I am very present in the class. You'll get tons of feedback. Please read the feedback in the Grade Center, on the rubrics, when I email you, in the videos. I will make lots of small videos that I send you the link to. And I do that purposefully for a couple reasons. Number one, for people who have different learning modalities. I'm a strong believer in differentiated instruction. And in 2 minutes, the information I can share with you in a video, personalized information, me looking at what you've been working on and be able to speak to you directly in 2 minutes, because of both audio and visual, I can give you an awful lot more information, communication, than I can simply in text. So you'll get a balance of that. There'll be videos and there'll be text. You can expect a lot of feedback from me. You can expect that I will answer your emails within 48 hours. If you send me an email and within 48 hours you haven't gotten a response, please resend it. It means I didn't get it. The iPhone is glued to my hip, multiple computers. We are an insanely geeky family, like I said. Please, I'm being completely genuine here. If you haven't gotten a response to an email in 48 hours, that means I didn't get it. So please do resend it. You should expect that I will be very consistently hardcore with the expectations that are on the rubrics, that are in the breakouts for the assignments, APA. I only have 8 weeks in which to empower you to gain all that you can from this class and be able to go out in the world and still take with you, transfer out into your everyday practice, the skills, the understanding, everything that comes with this class in a professional fashion. I take that responsibility seriously. Now, myself, not so much. I like to have a good time. I like to laugh. You'll get a lot of humor, good-natured humor in my videos. Every Wednesday, I send out a reminder that, hey, your first post for our threaded discussions is due this evening. And usually I'll include a link that's got some kind of humorous slant to it, tone to it. Please don't mistake that for glibness. I take our work seriously, but I like to enjoy it and have fun in the process. I am a strong believer that the curriculum has to serve the learner. So be prepared. You can expect that if I see something isn't working, whether it's for the class or you as an individual, I may modify the course as we go. I might tweak this or change this if I recognize where we are at any given moment isn't truly preparing you to move forward and master the heart and soul of this course. Okay? So that's what you can expect from me. I will move heaven and earth to support you. Now, my expectations for you. You will be present. You will engage a minimum of 3 times throughout the week. The threaded discussion board, minimum 3 days. In general, you've got to chunk out this work. If you do just touch it on one day, touch it on another, and try to do 8 hours of work on a Sunday, you will despise this course. You will hate it because it won't be about your growth. It'll be a race to just get it all done before it's due. Please don't do that to yourself. I expect you will chunk out the work. You will engage a minimum of 3 times throughout the week. You will chunk out the work consistently so that you're able to be present. I expect you will be honest and authentic. What I mean by that is, and particularly in our collaboration, there's quite a bit of collaborative work. There's a jigsaw activity, there's live debates. Check those dates now. You must sign up for one. When you and I meet at the end of the course to discuss, when you work with your peers, when you work with groups, whatever. Remember netiquette, but be genuine. Particularly in our threaded discussions, these are opportunities to truly converse and open up our learning alongside these different topics by digging in. So in our threaded discussions, it's not a bulletin board where you simply read something and then, yeah, I agree, good idea. Talk with each other. Why did you think that? Your inquiry is crucial. Your inquiry is where real growth takes place. This is not a class that cements what you already know. I expect you will be open to real discourse, to authentic inquiry. You will share it. You will be open when it comes your way. I expect we'll have great conversations. They will be asynchronous, right? We're not speaking all at the same time except for the live stuff. But that doesn't mean they're static, okay? Again, it'll all make more sense. Go over the rubrics. I expect you will read what's posted, the directions, and use every rubric that's presented to you as your guide to ensuring that you're able to rock the experience. Remember, from my philosophical perspective, I'm a strong social constructivist. When I give you a rubric, it's not something that you should go, oh, here are the guidelines, here are the rules. It's, oh, okay, I see what I need to do to really get the most out of this learning experience. And within that, there's quite a bit of freedom. What countries you're going to study, your choice of study. But you've got to go through the process, and the rubrics empower you to know what little steps have to be engaged throughout the various processes. So I expect you'll read the rubrics. You'll read the guidelines. You'll read the instructions. Okay? If anything's going to be late, you must clear it with me first. Because this is such a process-oriented class, if you fall behind, oh my goodness. And again, I'm being very genuine. There's a lot of you, there's one of me. I teach multiple classes, and I have a lot of other responsibilities. I'm the chair of the MAE. Oh, it never ends. So I want to be able to give you meaningful feedback that propels you forward in your learning process. Stuff comes in late, I don't have the opportunity to give you my focus the way I would if it had come in on time. If something's going to be late, you must clear it with me. There may be times where I say, no, I'm sorry, I can't accept that paper late. There may be times where I say, okay, cool, I understand, get it to me by Wednesday instead. So please, it's the beginning of class. Look at the schedule. I only get you for 8 weeks. It goes by so fast. Okay? Don't think I'm being evil because I have nothing better to do. It truly is all about ensuring that I'm able to serve you and you are able to serve your own growth. That said, here's my last expectation. Now that you've viewed this, you will take a moment and think about what I've shared with you as far as my expectations for you, what you should expect from me. Please send me an email. There will be a point of extra credit for this. Please send me an email and say, hey, Dr. K, watched the video, thought about it, and let me know what you think of the expectations. Are they fair? Do you agree with them? Would you like to add something, change something, tweak something? Talk to me. We're all adults. We're all peers. No matter where you are in your particular professional path, just starting out, old hand, jumping back in after taking some time off, whatever. We're all peers and we all bring something to this experience. Every voice is important. Every question is a good question. Honestly. Even if all it does is make us giggle and go, wait a minute, we just hammered that. It's okay. Please, talk to me, talk to each other. We are a group of peers in a community of practice. So please, send me an email, about your expectations. Okay? Here's to a great term. I am really excited about taking this journey with you all. See you online.